you ever watch a review on YouTube and they're reviewing a comedy, a pretty blatantly bad one, it just makes for easy content, and they, during it, make a joke, whether prolonged or extended, and you, at no point during it, laugh, but you don't think about it because to weave a poorly made blanket statement, a lot of them aren't funny. And that's fine. Comedy is hard. I'm not funny, so I opt to, by and large, just never try. So kudos to them for trying. But lots of internet humor, especially in reviews of whatever media, are pretty reliant on observational humor. See silly thing happen, say silly thing happened, exhale from nose. Observational humor obviously isn't inherently bad. It's about what you do with it. Are you making that observation because you had nothing else to say on that matter, so you're just kind of using it as a crutch? Or are you taking the observation and then transforming it into something of actual worth, giving yourself a reason to make the audience hear it? I'm giving you this comedy preamble to lead into the now-amble of Adam Sandler, and when he was releasing just that slew of comedies that were clearly just being made for money and to just make movies with people that he liked, when they were treated as the reviewer's punching bag. Why? Because realistically, Adam Sandler movies are just pretty easy to make fun of and write about, Just say the words, juvenile, lowbrow, only a child would find this funny, lowest common denominator, and boom, you've got yourself the structure of an Adam Sandler comedy review, now just write around it. You might have the image of some reviewer who checks a lot of the boxes so far just coming to mind. Maybe you used to watch them, maybe you still watch them. It came to my mind because I randomly got recommended a clip from the Adam Sandler movie Pixels. Pixels combined lowbrow Sandler humor with gamer humor, the king of crappy observational jokes. Nothing says a joke about a game than quite literally just referencing the thing that happens in said game. It essentially defined an entire era of webcomics. And it's still basically the only joke that most people go to when talking about games. We have not developed very much in that many years. So lowbrow, observational humor reviewed by a funny man, maybe not doing the first one, but definitely doing the second one. And that felt like a glass-shattering moment for a younger me that was already drifting away from that content. I felt this just sort of cognitive dissonance as they talk about and critique the ridiculous cheap thing that the movie just did to try and get a quick laugh out of its audience, and then they just do the exact same thing, and I just wonder, do they know? I just wonder, do they ever make that same connection? The definitely still very vague, non-descriptive they. As they script out their next video, writing down the insults towards it side by side with their jokes, two sides of the same coin on the same page, do they ever think it's me? Or maybe it's none of that and it's just time to write down the next video. And does all of that mean that they're not allowed to make reviews about any of those movies? Obviously not. It does make the irony palpable though. If you sat through that entire mess, thanks. You should go watch the movie American Fiction. I watched it recently and it was lovely. Great writing, lovely sibling dynamics, a solid comedy, a lovely low to mid budget flick. Easy recommendation.